Hello everybody. I hope you're doing good. I apologize. I'm a little bit late with my preparations, and I blame it all on Finnegan because for some reason he got his little mind set on I need to be loved right now. So it's kind of impossible to condition clay when you have a fuzzy cat trying to climb all over you. So yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. Hi Catherine, give me just a second here. Just doing this a little bit because we are going to do a Skinner blend, and it's going to get way more conditioned than this. But anyway, the whole idea why I thought about this is because we are nearing spring finally. Today is a nice day here, and amazingly we are going to go from one that was this past week low temperatures on Tuesday, to high temperature this coming Tuesday, 72. So yeah, right now today is supposed to be 63, right now it's 58, so it's nice and sunny and awesome. Yeah, my Finnegan, honestly, the truth is that I spoiled him since he had that health issue. And now whenever he wants something, he wants it now, you know. So he will jump in my lap. And the thing is that if he would sit in my lap, it would be something. But he comes and starts climbing here. And I cannot even see what I'm doing. Good enough. And so the whole idea is that most of the butterfly canes that you're seeing in tutorials online. Hi Trish, so nice to see you here. Hi Cindy. Most of the butterfly canes you see online are about monarchs. And I did, I don't know, 2 or 3 tutorials on monarchs. I know I did at least a public one. I know there's a live tutorial for the members on monarchs. But what I wanted to talk about is other butterflies, because there are so many other butterflies that are gorgeous and beautiful out there. So just in case, let's go a little bit through that. I mean, look at all these beauties. A lot of them are, I'm not going to go for the drawings. I'm going to just go for the true butterflies, photos of butterflies. And the first one that I want to bring into your consideration are these 2 blues. That's why I have some blues here ready, and we are going to work with them both almost sort of kind of at the same time. And just keep in mind that all butterflies, and I explained before that let's actually save this as let me get out of display, and I'm going to place this let's get this one on the let's move it right here so we can see what we are working on. This would be the first one, and then the second one, I'm going to save it for now, but not putting it up yet. Alrighty, so we are good. Hi Lane, thank you for making it. Hi Sharon. So in doing the first one, as you can notice, there is a blue that is pretty much the ultramarine blue, and then we have some turquoise-ish stuff. Let's make it bigger a little bit, and then we have some black, and we have some maroon, beige, brown stuff here. So let's work first on the blues. As you can see, there are some there is not a clear definite gradient, and this is something that we need to keep in mind. So let's do the first one. So we are going to do what I call dirty Skinner blend, and we are going to go with it this way. So we are going to start with, and again, you can use whatever cutter you want, as long as your clay is all on the same setting. And I'm going to just use this because this is handy for me. So we are working on the top petal, okay? So I'm a bit tired because I had to go outside, and yeah, there were quite a bit of twigs and things that needed to be cleaned, and yesterday I removed snow from my porch. So this will be for the main top. If we divide, let's say, take the top left wing and divide it in two vertically. So the right hand side will be this. The left hand side will be, I'm gonna get another one of these, and then we are going to get half of the blue, as such. So I know it's a little bit harder when it's not square, but going to be just fine. And there we go. So we go like a normal Skinner blend to start with. So fanning, and I'm gonna go at it again. It actually, I should have placed it like this, because you see the darker part is more towards the outside. And at this point I'm going to go on a thinner thing so I can roll it to make the blending faster. So roll. And as I said, no, hi Colleen, no worries about making it perfect, because it's going to be quite unusually imperfect. Looks kinda sorta okay. So I'm going to make it another and I'm going to make this into a cube pretty much, and then let it be while I do the other one. And there we go. For the other one, remember I still have half of this, so I'm going to give it a half, and again work towards a not very even Skinner blend, and then we're gonna do some little magic on it. So again, we are rolling to hurry this up, and I will bring the culprit so you can hi Darla, so you can berate him, but after I'm caught up with all of this, because these were supposed to be already done. And I'm happy to say that I almost have no issues from sleep perturbances, because what I had to do for 4 days to avoid my water pipes freezing. My water pipes come through the wall between the kitchen and the bathroom, and my stove is against that wall. So I kept the oven going because it warms up the wall behind it. But at the same time, I was afraid to leave the oven unsupervised, you know. So I would set my alarm to 2 hours so I could wake up, turn on the oven, and be awake for an hour, and then turn it off, set again my alarm for 2 hours. So it wasn't very, very pleasant. Okay, now we are good with this one too, and we are going to make it into a cube as well. And don't expect it to be perfectly perfect. I mean, I could do it exactly like the wing in the photo, but that would take way more than just 1 hour of live, and I don't want to hold you for so long. And also, I'm not really sure that you would want to go that to that much work for something that can be replicate it in an easier way. Okay, so once again, if you look on the left side of the top left wing, you can see that this is all this weird stuff here. So what we are going to do is we are going to actually deform this. So I'm going to place it with the dark part up, and you can get an old credit card or gift card or whatever. I prefer to use this. I've had this for a long time, and I prefer to use this one for deformations. So I'm going to go down, down, and then place it back, reconstituting it again. And then I'm going to place it, but make sure that you go in the same direction. Place it with the light part up, and again deform it and reconstitute it again. Then I'm going to go with the blade, actually. And I was supposed to go with the dull part. And put as many cuts in there as you can. And yes, you can go all the way to the bottom. It's fine. And then we are going to get it back again. And now I'm going to do another thing. I'm going to grab a little piece of the blue, and I'm going to get it as thin as possible. So it's fairly thin. And I'm going to place it here. Oops. On the light part of the whole thing. So like this. And now I'm going to again use the blade to do this. Same with the dull part of the blade. Put it back together. Make it a little bit taller. And now I'm going to go with the sharp part of the blade. And then get it back together. And at this point I can actually trim a little bit this blue here, because I only need the little rays here. And you can do the same thing on this side with the turquoise. So it's turquoise and ultramarine blue. And we are going to keep it now. If you notice on the upper wing, the very base of it, it has some lighter part. So if you notice, I made pretty much the same size, the two things. That's because I'm going to use only part of this for the inner part of the wing, and the other part of this I'm going to use it for the bottom. So the same as before, I'm going to bring the dark blue into the light blue. Get it back together. And once again, bring it with the dull part of the blade. And reconsolidate it. And I'm going to go with the sharp part of the blade. Okay. And this time I'm going to simply cut about 1 millimeter of the dark blue and place it here. And I'm going to do the same thing, but only with the sharp part. And again, bring it together. And do this several times. And then gently shave off the dark blue on this end. Because you only want a little bit of it. Now, we are going to start shaping this. Don't throw this away. You'll need it. We are going to start shaping the wing and make one cut, kind of like a diagonal, to get a little triangle, and then we can gently flatten this part and then go a little bit flat here. So this is what we are getting. Then this part, I'm going to, the one that I shaved, I'm going to thin it out as much as possible. And it's going to get here. And I'm placing this, but I'm not going to place it just like this. I'm going to thin it out. Now we are going to start with this one. As you notice, it's got some little whatchamacallit, indentations. So I'm going to go for those indentations a little bit. So these would be the indentations. And the other thing that I want to shape it a little bit. If you notice, there are no straight lines here, right? At the top left of the wing, there are no straight lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut again a little bit diagonally. Yeah, I'm on the sharp part. And then I'm going to get this bit slightly curved. And remember that I had another piece that I had cut from the blue end that I had placed there. So I am going to actually make sure that I remove it from my roller and place it here. So now we have this part. And this part is going to have to go in a specific way, and I will show you how in a second. So I'm going to cut this in 3 parts, and then I'm going to move the parts a little, pretty much like this, and then reform that triangle. Actually, it's not a triangle, it's more like a trapeze. Need a little bit of rounding here. And now we can start actually shaping that wing properly. And I'm going to make it smaller. Because I need to get it more together than this. So first I go with a triangle because it's easier to shape a triangle, and then I'm going to round this up. So the indentations will show whenever you get it all dressed up in the whatever you use to get the thing wrapped in. I usually prefer translucents because they kind of go on anything. So let's give it a little cut and see what we got here. This is what we got. So what we need to do extra on this is the little veins, because there are some little tiny little veins here. So I'm going to grab this, and you can get a little bit of turquoise with some ultramarine and just a little nugget of black, and get it all nicely mixed. I think I need to get this a little bit. There we go. Just a second. Doesn't show me the colors properly. There we go. Now we have colors. So just mixing this really good. I might have to add, you need to get kind of like a bluish, dark bluish grayish thing. It needs to be darker than the ultramarine, that is for sure. That's why we put a little bit of black in there. So yeah, how did you fare through all this cold? I think I need a little bit more black. I hope nobody got any kind of damage. But I know that Kansas was way worse than us in Oklahoma, and the temperatures in the northern states was horrible. I mean, we are talking -30 and -14 wind chills which was not. Yeah, I'm ready for spring too. My only issue with spring is tornadoes. You know. But you didn't get that cold in Houston, did you, Trish? You know what? I'm not very happy with it. I'm gonna add a little bit more blue. I shouldn't have used turquoise. But in this, number one, I don't want to use black because it would bring too much, it would be too harsh for this type of butterfly wing. And number two, I cannot use the plain ultramarine because it would kind of get lost in the rest. Yeah, I hear you about hurting your body. Hi, Ilyanka. I was, even if amazingly the barometer didn't drop, the barometer was a little bit actually over 30. But you could feel it. I was hurting, even normally body parts that normally don't hurt, they did hurt this time. Okay, so now I'm going to go on a very thin. And let's get the proper width. Okay, now first I'm going to, let me see if this bends well enough. Yes, it does. So if you notice how the whole thing is, I'm going to do one cut like this, and then get this out of the way. One cut like this, then one cut like this, one here, and one here. As you notice, you have this little darker part here, one to the left, one to the right. And I'm going to place my little thing here. Get with this one through the hole. Alrighty, so this part, no, it's not enough. This much. And then we go back together, and this time we will have all the little notches that we need, all the veining. And we can start on the black. And remember, those indentations, we go with them when we do the wrapping, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do the wrapping today, but you can just watch my previous monarch. Actually, let me look for it and give you the link. Okay, so in videos. Okay, I guess I need to look for butterfly. No, butterfly with a L. Okay. Let me see. It should be this one. And make sure it is this one. This one is with the blue, but with a, it's a different blue butterfly. It's a simple blue butterfly, so that's not what I want. What in the world? Oh yeah. I was looking again for monarch, so why? I don't get it. I cannot find it right now. No idea why. I only find the butterfly wing beads. But I know that I did those. And the members and former sponsors can tell you. This would be the other blue simple butterfly cane. Oh, it is for members. Never mind. I will have to search it because I probably named it differently. Wing, not wing, wing. Moth wings. And wing beads. I have no idea where it is, but I know for a fact I did it. I'm sorry. I'm going to look it up after the lives because I cannot keep you here while I'm looking through stuff. Alrighty, so now I have, if you notice, in the upper part of the wing, there are tiny little white dots, 2 of them, not more. So I got this on the thinnest setting, and I'm going to cut it to width. And then I'm going to bring all the way around this very thin black. One, and then I'm going to make two teeny little strips of white. Okay. Got some blue that got mixed up with the black. So very tiny, teeny, tiny. Oh, as tiny as you can make them. You can even use the extruder if you don't mind. Alrighty, so one here and one here. And then we are going to go again with the black, but we're not going to go all around it this time. We are going to go only on the top. Oops, it was so thin that I broke it. Only on the top and down to here. And then I'm going to do a little diagonal here. And we are going to place this about right before it starts curving and a little bit before it stops curving. So this should be it. It is a little bit too much black, so I'm going to shave it off a little bit. Should have done it thinner, but this is pretty much it. I'm going to cut it and then refocus so you can see how it came out. And there we go. I don't need to refocus, you can see it pretty much like this. As I said, it's not perfectly realistic, but it's ideas on how to make these beautiful butterfly wings that have this speckled gradient type of thing. What did I do with my... I lost the box. No, I didn't lose it, I put it back. Okay, so now for the body, as you can see, this specific butterfly, there are some butterflies that have body, there's the ratio between the bodies and the wings. Let's go back on the images here. Some of the butterflies have very tiny bodies compared to their wings. Some of them have huge bodies compared to their wings. I mean, if you see on this one, the wings are the body compared to the wings is humongous. But if we go to this one, You can see the body is way smaller. And as a general idea, it's also the thinness of the body. As a general idea, and this is just one of my observations, I noticed that orange butterflies that have orange or red in their wings, most of them have big fat bodies, and some of the yellow ones too. But butterflies that have blue and purple have smaller bodies. Not all of them, again, not all of them, but some of them. The rest are pretty much okay, I don't think I need are pretty much normalish bodies. And the ones that have black in their wings have skinnier bodies. Like, I mean, and I'm talking about a lot of black, not just a little dot of black at the end of the tip of one wing. But I'm trying to find more examples for you here. And as I said, not all of them, but most of them. One thing that I can tell you that can help you a lot when making butterfly canes, look for vector art. Like this one. This is the perfect thing to go for when you try to do a butterfly wing that's not a monarch. And I mean, even for a monarch, but the search would be butterfly. If you want to include the monarch, you leave out what I'm showing here. If you don't want the monarch, you put a minus monarch with no space between the minus and the monarch. And then you go vector. And there you go. You get all kinds of vector art. That is the best when you're trying to do butterfly canes. Of course, not all of them will be just perfect, but you can get some really nice ideas when it comes to more abstract butterflies, like this one, that have nothing to do with actual butterflies. See, this is another one of those. This is vectored after the real butterfly. But generally speaking, this is the way of doing butterflies the easy way with vector art. And I wanted to show you how to do the dirty Skinner blend that can be found in certain atypical gradients in certain butterflies. Again, I apologize because I cannot work properly on my videos right now. As I said, I'm trying to pack and I'm trying to do a whole bunch of stuff in the in-between, and I have to figure out what I can pack and what I can still keep for working stuff, because I don't want to be left in the very last day packing. But I will be making sure for next Sunday that I do these things, because normally I get prepared in the last hour before the live, but I'll make sure that I do these things several hours before the live. So just in case Mr. Finnegan has ideas of I need to be loved on right now, I will have them ready. And next time I'm going to show you how to do the eyes, the wings with eyes. Give me just a second. Like these. I will show you how to create these patterns with the eye patterns. And there was another, like this one. This one is a drawing, but it shows very nicely how, see, this type of pattern on a butterfly wing, and also this type of pattern. I'll have them ready for you. So, and I know there are some other eye butterflies, not just the peacocks. Oh, let's see. Yeah, like this one. It's a butterfly identification. Oh, shut up. See, like these ones that are kind of similar to the peacock, but once you learn how to do it once, you can do it on any other type of butterfly. Okay? Now, if you want to see Finnegan, stay on. And if you don't, I wish you a great week, and I will see you next Sunday. But give me just a minute. I'm gonna go get the Mr. Trickster spoiled brat. Yes, my poor baby. There we go. Poor Connor was just in the process of, let me see, and let's get this bigger. Come on. Oh, I'm still on the, all right, just a second. There we go. This is Mr. Finnegan, who just wants to be loved. Yes, I love you too. So the way he comes, he wants to sit is like this. This is what he wants. Not right now, because Mr. Trouble, yes. Mr. Trouble. Okay. Okay, thank you all, and I shall see you all next Sunday, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Okay? Thank you.